Hi, I'm Leslie Rohonczy. Welcome to Song Stories. This week I'd like to feature a song called Cry for the World. And this song came about because I was, as we all do, I was watching some video on YouTube, I think it was. It was one of those really, tear-jerker kind of emotional ones where, it just touches a part of me, and I started crying, of course. And I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop crying. And I thought, what the heck is going on? Why can't I stop crying? And so did a little reflection on that. This is kind of a coaching move where you're trying to name your emotion. And it really helps us to connect to our pain so that when we can name it, it kind of takes the wind out of it a little bit. So I was trying to do that, like, what is going on with this? Can't stop crying. And what I discovered was that I had been carrying it all with me, all of it. Without realizing it. So all of it meaning COVID and, the world angst that's going on and the division and all of the worrying about all of it just swirling around all together. It feels helpless. It feels hopeless. I find it helpful to reflect and work through those emotions. One of the great ways for me to do that is through songwriting. So I developed this song, Cry for the World. And the first verse, I say, madman in the White House, fueling lies with greed. It's about creating the conflict and reopening old wounds that need to get opened, but the way it's happening is so destructive and so divisive. In the second verse, that's really about the Black Lives Matter piece and our BIPOC community and the racial divides that are being widened, not narrowed. And then there's the white guilt that I feel, and the need to be more than just an ally. In the chorus, there's a line that says, no saving graces, no lessons learned. Here we are again. Here we are again. Have we learned nothing since the civil rights movement? It's really... Verse 3 is about the price of technology and the downfall of our true human nature, which is around human connection. We have shrinking attention spans, and it's accelerating the pace of life in a way that has never been before. And the impact that that's having to us and our children and our human connection, our ability to pay attention to something for more than 3 seconds. There's so many angst-provoking events going on right now. We're so driven by greed as a society. And how can we as a human race care so little for each other and for the planet? Language warning, there's an F-bomb in here. I wish I had a silver lining or some kind of inspirational message to offer through this song, but all I have is really a call to action that I put in the bridge, which is, it's time to stop the madness. It's time to stop the wars. It's time to do our duty. It's mine and it's yours. For the production notes on Cry for the World, there's no intro. It comes right in, right off the top. This is kind of different than how we usually approach a song. Scott Walsh played a beautiful, melancholy acoustic guitar, and there's a really close and present kind of EQ on my lead vocal, which makes it feel really intimate. And some big fat choruses like we like to do with a really big lift into that chorus. And in the vocal sounds that I was trying to make as part of this, I wanted it to sound like a cry when I was singing as well. I created an orchestra with some synth. And in verse 2, I used kind of an Alice Cooper inspired piano sound. And Chris Houle did a great job on the drums. Listen for a really cool toms pattern in the bridge, which I think I just love the way he plays toms. And I think it really adds to the drama. So here is Cry for the World. I hope you like it. Please share with your circle and leave me a comment below. Thanks.
The free world's not free. Madman in the White House, fueling lies with greed. Can you feel the conflict rise? gaping wide, old wounds divide. Take to the streets, desperate to be heard, among the chaos of a fractal world, waiting for the unifier to appear. But nothing's there when the smoke clears. Cry for the world. No saving graces, no lessons learned. Cry for the world. How many have to die before they're heard? Cry. 7 billion humans running this race, measure time in nanoseconds, trying to keep pace. Connectivity is killing our connection. Time to mount the next insurrection. Hell on earth, famine, flood and fire. Society must